Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Mama Lotus, the Oracle here. I just want to bring your attention real fast to my really cool beanie gifted to me by my new nephew. Um not well, I gave him the money and he bought it for me from where he was gonna get his. He showed me what he was gonna get. I was like, oh yeah, give me that. And I sent him the money. I'm not weird. I'm limited edition. Shout out to you. All right, y'all. So how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing great. I am feeling so good. I just want to let y'all know though, I will be headed to sleep. Right after this. I have work tonight, and actually today I have to go in a little early because it's Wednesday and that's the rules. So I need my sleep. But let me tell y'all, I am so juiced and full. Okay, so I said I wasn't gonna say this much. I talk too much. Okay, I ate like a lot. I was hungry. And it was crazy because, okay, I'm laying down, right? And I'm on my phone and I'm like looking at videos and stuff. Spiritual videos, of course. I'm looking at videos and stuff, even trying to look at just some fun videos because I'm chilling. I did work yesterday, and I mean spiritual work. I did work. I put in work. And so I'm just trying to like rest and stuff. And I'm laying down, and then like my phone is glitching and stuff, and it's not helping it. It's not working. And like I don't have a TV. I just use my phone. And I don't have Wi-Fi. I don't feel like I need it. I don't not sure if I trust it. So I don't have it in my home. So I just use my data. Like it's fine. I got unlimited data, right? I pay for it. So usually my phone doesn't slow down though. Like I don't usually experience, I don't think I do. So anyway, it's glitching for real. Like I can't watch none of my videos. So I'm like, okay. So eventually I'm like, because I was already laying down hungry, but I just wasn't wanting to get up because it was cold, because I keep my place cold, right? And so I'm like, I just didn't want to get up, but I'm hungry. And then my phone started glitching, so I'm like, well, I'm going to eat. Okay, fine, I get up and eat. And then I get up, I'm like, man, I'm hungry. Like, hungry. And I'm trying to figure out, why am I hungry? And then I realized all the work I was doing yesterday. I mean, the downloads, boo-boo. The downloads? Oh, the downloads. Y'all, life is magic. Let me tell you. If yours not, I don't know what to tell you. Mine's is magical. Okay. The downloads. Oh, I'm so juiced. Okay, listen. So I'm like, okay, I'm hungry. So I make me something to eat, but I'm like, oh, this is not gonna be enough. Like I'm hungry. Like, and I promise, like my appetite has not been on 10 like this. But then I'm like, oh crap, we still kind of in the full moon phase, or not really, but like it's still kind of lingering. Usually, full moon takes my appetite through the roof, and I'm finally realizing why. Okay, so I'm gonna get to that. But I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, full moon, whatever, right? But even still, like, I haven't been able to eat as much as I used to. Like, I get full faster than I used to. So, but then I'm like, I don't know. We gonna have to see because I'm feeling hungry. And so, I mean, I made me some hot chocolate. I chugged that mess down, like down, like fast. And then, and then, like, yeah, I ate all my food and I felt I was done and I felt so full. I have not like stuff, but like, I can't eat no more. And it's been a while since I have felt that feeling. As I'm eating, it becomes clear to me why I am ravishing, right? Y'all, I just want to let you know, okay? I just gotta let you know. I'm healing for real. And when I say that, my loves, I ain't talking about just me. I'm healing people, okay? And look, the world the man-made world, including man-made paradigms and ideologies and fears, will have you believe, oh, and so you can't say that out loud. They're gonna come for you. They don't want you healing. I'ma tell you, she who watches over me and keeps me, I ain't got nothing to fear. Let me tell you, nothing. And I'm channeling now. So I did want y'all to know, like, this is gonna be more channeling, less card reading, though I do have 2 cards to assist me. They're already out. But more channeling than not, and I could tell you it's already started. It started before I started the video, for real, because me and Spirit was talking already. I'm like, ooh, Spirit, I got you, okay. But what's crazy is this energy I needed to eat. Like, I was eating because, like I told you, I was laying down and didn't even want to get up because, like I said, it's cold. And I'm like, I gotta sleep because I got work, and so then when my phone started messing up, I'm like, and I couldn't even update the app. Like, I was starting to get so mad. I'm like, now you know better. Something's going on. What's going on? What did you just do yesterday, girl? Like, come on now. You in the road now. You got to know what's going on when it's going on. So, so let me tell you, now that I think about it, it's like, even at work last week, like, the computer kept messing up with me, and one of my coworkers brought it to my attention, like, I don't know if you and your energy and the energy of the computer is getting along. And it's funny because she don't know me like that. But like, I like, I'm like, oh girl, you don't even know what you just said. You just said a whole mouthful. Cause I'm like, oh yeah, like, stuff been happening for real, y'all. And I just gotta tell you, I'm an oracle or whatnot, but for the sake of healing, not just sharing messages, not just being a mouthpiece for spirit and a vessel for healing. It's all about healing. And as I channel, ain't nobody getting in the way. No more. All right. Okay. Was I about to say something else? Cause my mind racing. Cause I'm telling y'all, I didn't have this energy a little while ago. Like, I did not have this energy before I ate. And I'm telling you, I ate more than I have. It's been a while since I've eaten as much as I just ate. And I'm sitting here like, what the hell am I? I'm still going. But as I'm eating, the messages start to come. Like, it's so important to be grounded if you are similar or identical to what I'm telling you I am. It is so important to be grounded, y'all. And oh my God, it's all coming back to me. Like, before I moved across the country, I remember having such ungrounded feelings, like I would be floating. Like, my mind was detached from my body for real. My head was detached from my body. I remember one time, and I was going through a lot. I was going through a lot. And I'm just thinking, like, it's just a phase of my life, but it's always healing. It's always healing. But my energy was being used for real, and I did not know it. So I was doing a lot of therapy. I was in therapy a lot. I remember one time leaving out of my place to go to the store or something, and I promise you, you couldn't convince me that I had my pants on. Like, I had pants on, but I had to check. I had to double check, triple check to make sure I had my pants on, because I was that detached from my body. Like, my body, I believe, was going through a serious transformation for the sake of healing as a service, not just healing as a process for myself, but healing as a service for others. I was in yoga. These days I go to yoga sometimes, but them days I was going to yoga all the time, and in therapy. So it was a whole lot of self-healing. And I also was like not trying to eat too much, because because I'm like naturally, thicker than I. And so oftentimes I'm like, shit, I can stand to lose a little bit of weight, go down a little bit in size. So I think that might have been one of them times. I'm like, I need to lose some weight. So I was trying to lose weight. So I go to yoga and all that stuff, and I wasn't really trying to eat like that, but I was hungry. Like hungry, like today, like hungry. And then it was crazy because it'd be like 2 weeks later, and I'm like, I know I've been eating. Let me get on the scale, da 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 da. And I'm like, where's the food going? And I'm thinking I'm ruining my efforts to lose weight, but then I wasn't putting it together. Like, basically, I'm not just human. Like, I'm here for a real spiritual purpose, like real big. So I said it in my last video or 2 videos ago, and I'll say it again, like Jesus. And not just I kind of hope, even though I kind of don't care, but I do kind of hope that folks who are kind of like against that kind of thinking and talking, they call it blasphemy. I just wish you the best, okay? Because I wish the best on your soul, because Jesus tells you even in the Bible. Listen, I was serious hardcore Christian growing up. I read the Bible. They would tell us to read the Bible home, and I actually did. He would say, you will do greater works than me. He wanted you to realize who you are as he had done for you and us and me, to do even greater works than he did. His disciples were trying to do what he was doing, and he didn't say, don't be trying to do that. He said, y'all need more faith. He said, y'all not believing enough. You ain't got enough faith because you're too busy trying to worship me instead of trying to just learn from me. I'm a teacher. I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to actually teach you by example. Ooh, am I channeling Jesus right now? Listen, he said, I'm trying to teach you by example. I'm just trying to be a role model for real, to let you know this is the path that you ought to seek to take, so that you don't have to have pastors and people speaking to the divine, to your God, on your behalf, and speaking to you and then telling you lies. God said you should give me some money. Ain't that what they do? Listen, I was hardcore. I know. Yes, that's what they do. I seen it. I have seen that type of stuff up close. And let me tell you, I guess this part of the message, shit. Mama God, Mama Creator, she ain't having it. Okay. Can I tell y'all a story? Somebody said, tell them. Let me tell y'all a story, okay? I'll probably tell you a couple. All right. I remember, and imagine me being born as me, being a kid me. I'm 33. Imagine me being kid me, with the heart that I have, the mind that I have, the purpose attached to me. Okay? And then having the intelligence, and I say that to say, just in terms of like articulating myself, like if I had opinions, I knew how to articulate my opinions real well, right? So anyway, I remember one time my church was visiting this other church, and my church was in Watts, California, right? The church I grew up going to was in Watts, California. And I think the other church was Watts too. So anyway, we go visit the other church. Oh my goodness. I went to a Baptist church, missionary Baptist church. So we would fellowship with each other, right, at times. So we go to this other church for a special service or whatever. And they do the whole collection, offering. I had never seen this done at my church before. Shout out to my Uncle Bobo, rest in peace. He was the probably not the first pastor, but the main pastor I remember from that church. Anyway, Uncle Bobo was always the business. Anyway, we so I had never seen this done at the church I was going to. They passed the collection plate around, y'all. And first of all, this was probably the most hype part of the whole service, at least the time that we was there. They passed the collection plate around. Ooh, makes me mad even just to think about it. Pass the collection plate around. And if you think this is okay, check your soul. Check your spirit today. Mama, goddess, creator, whatever you want to call her. I call her Amma. She said, check yourself. If you think that this is okay, if you go, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with you? That's the question. Okay, they pass the collection plate around. It stops. It's done. Oh, so you thought. Not while the pastor, the deacons, whoever, the leadership, they count the money in front of everybody. Count the money and said it ain't enough. And did it again. Because it wasn't enough. Do you know who I just heard in my mind Friday? The mama. The mama in a Smokey. Smokey was like, this ain't enough. She said, make it enough. No, but literally, this ain't enough. They counted the money in front of, they counted the money and sent the plates back around. I was appalled. I told my goddad. So my goddad was the brother to my Uncle Bobo that I told you about. Uncle Bobo was a pastor who had passed away already, I do believe by that time, yeah. But my goddad was like second in command. So listen, he was like chair deacon or whatever. He was never pastor, but it was his church. So he was my goddad. So I was like, I'm telling him like, Uncle Garfield, are you for real? They did that for real. And I was waiting for him to say something like to me, like in agreement. I had never seen that be done at my church before, y'all. I was so appalled. I'm like, did they just first of all count the money in front of everybody and be like, this ain't enough. So another time, I was living in, so that was my church in Watts. I was visiting a church because I was living in Lancaster, California, and that was away from where I was from. I was from like the LA area. So I was living in Lancaster, California, and I had met this woman. How did I meet her? I want to say I met her through work, but then it was crazy because she ended up being the wife to this guy who I found through looking for a studio to go to, a recording studio. It was crazy. We just connected like that. So anyway, she was a part of a church, so they were a part of a church. So then she invited me to her church. And so I went to the church, even though I wasn't really going to church like that no more. So I went to the church. And they did something similar that day, and I was just like, I refuse. I refuse to keep on. See, the other time I was like a kid, like a teenager. This time I'm grown on my own. I don't gotta come back. They did something. It was a guest speaker preacher, young man. It was his day, and so. First of all, something funny was said about him being there by the pastor. The pastor was like, "I'm so glad we able to get him in before we can't afford him because this man is on the rise." And and I'm like, it just never vibed with me, because I always been more spiritual than not. So this is all this religious talk, I guess. So they did something where they taking up collections. And then I think the next level was, first of all, I think I do remember them going around twice. Like we would get up to put the money in the thing. I think the other story I just told, they send the plate around. But this one we got up to put the money in the thing. So they did a thing where the pastor or the preacher was, and this was after the guest preacher. So they did a thing where it was like, I hear God saying there's somebody giving he telling you to give $100. He telling you to give $100, and I, honestly, my memory ain't serving me correctly, but I'm feeling like it was a lot more money than that. Maybe add another zero or something, but it was one of them. The Lord is, and you know who you are. You know who you are. Like applying pressure, and it was working. I guess from what I could tell, like people getting up, like they was the ones being called. I'm sitting there like, she ain't talking to me. She ain't talking to me. I ain't new to this, boo boo. I'm not new. I'm not new, but I bet you I ain't coming back. So anyway, I say that, I don't know, it just, I got inspired to tell the stories because that's not what we own no more. Okay, I don't know if you've heard, but there's been some significant changes in the skies, which are definitely related to our life down here on Earth. How you know how the wise men followed the North Star to find Jesus? Yeah, something like that. Like people like to act like, oh, we ain't supposed to touch astrology, and again, I don't know to identify myself as Christian, as none of that. I'm a woman. I am spiritual. I'm a human. I was created by the Creator. I got a womb. I got an essence, dominantly, what would you call it? You know what? My latest download, I can't even say what I would have said 2 days ago. It ain't gonna work, because that's how evolution and ascension works, and it's a beautiful, gorgeous thing. It is. But yeah, so I don't identify myself as Christian, though I used to. So I'm just saying, there's been a lot of changes. And yeah, and in that field, or in that area, that group, that community, at least that group which taught me, which I was a part of different Christian groups for several years, they would tell you in a heartbeat, astrology, what are you doing? Yeah, no. And it's like, what are you talking about? Even the wise men followed the stars. So, it's just like, and they were able to receive direction directly from the divine, to not go back to whatever his name was, Herod, the guy that was trying to kill Jesus. They was able to receive direct communication, not through a pastor, not through a Pharisee, not through a, what's the other ones called, the Pharisees and the something else, start with an S, not through them, direct. They were able to get a dream and not be sent back to report about where Jesus was found. So listen. And then, I mean, it's layers to all this stuff, and that's not what I'm here, I don't think, to talk about. But I'm just saying, like, yes, so there's been some changes in the skies that will allow you to know that the way the world shall be moving forward. I'd say one thing that has changed can tell you, yeah, things about to be pretty different over the next 30 years. For the next 30 years, based on the movement of the planet Saturn, a huge influence on us in a big way, in a very physical way. the next 30 years will be looking very different from the last 30 years. And so far, all I can say is hallelujah. Okay, so anyway, if you made it this far, I love you. Because I'm not weird, I'm just a limited edition. Okay, before I got onto the video, there was definitely something that was coming through, and I was talking with Spirit, and I was like, okay, Spirit, I got you, because it was coming through. All right, y'all, so y'all ready? Okay, speaking of ready, that's gonna be our little, that's the way we're gonna transition into why I'm on here. After I got all my scatterbrain talking out of the way. Okay, chosens. All right, yeah. Okay, are you ready? So listen. So I told y'all I do a little music, right? And I've done some music for some years here and there. One of the songs I have made that has not been released, that I need to probably go ahead and finish and then release, because I feel like now it's time. I feel like maybe I was just a little ahead of my time when I had done it, or when I had like wrote it and came up with it and stuff. It feels like now's the time. Now is the time. It's a song called Ready. And the message is basically like it's a party now, and is you ready to go to the party? Like, are you ready? And it's like, today's a celebration. So it was just funny because that came to me. Like, I'm sitting down like, yeah, Spirit, I'm ready. Out there. And then it was like, it's celebration. And I'm like, ain't that one of my cards that came out the other day and I still had out marinating? Yes, love, yes. It is that time, baby. And I was just watching back my video, my Lotus video, which was 2 videos ago. And I told y'all it's gonna be a celebration soon. You should be celebrating soon. If you is in alignment and you have been called for a special spiritual journey and purpose, you ought to be celebrating soon in this year of 7. In this year of 7, hello, this year of 7, okay? You ought to be celebrating soon. And guess what? Today is March 15th, 2023. So numerology is another art that I do, in fact, respect as a very helpful tool and resource provided to us by the creator herself. So using numerology, that whole date can be broken down to the number 7. If you know, you know. One day I might, if I feel like I'm supposed to, I'll sit down and do some teaching about it. But yes, broken down to the number 7. So we are in alignment with the year of 7, because that is the year we're in, 2023. 2 plus 2 plus 3 equals 7. So with that said, y'all, and maybe this is why my energy is on 10, because again, I'm in my master number 11 year, and I'm really trying not to waste it. I'm really taking it very seriously for me to be on point, for me to be feeling and listening and doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So now back to you. Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing, Mr. Chosen? Because listen, I'm always being taken back to Jesus. The story of Jesus. Okay, listen. This is where the story of Jesus was not brought to us for us to find and have someone to worship. Even he said it. Go back to your scriptures. If you don't believe me, just go back to your scriptures. I don't care. Go back to your scriptures, because I got my scriptures. Yeah. And go ahead and read the Gnostic text as well, because they will add to it for you. Yeah. So one of the things is, we obviously know Jesus was chosen. He was a chosen. And what did he say? He said, you gonna come, You gonna be chosen too. You gonna do. I love paraphrasing, you know, for people who from where I'm from. Um, you know, I love it. I do. The lessons are so versatile. You can say them however you want. You can be all proper, or you could be. Listen, this is what he was saying. One of my favorites. I'm gonna just say one of my favorites has got to be, because I was in church when I was like a church group when I was in college, and we studying the Bible, and one of my favorite things that I remember one time paraphrasing the lesson about the eye, like the speck in your eye, and you trying to get the you trying to take the speck out of your brother's eye, but then he was like, but worry about the log in your eye. And I remember I had a friend named Sherry, and we used to just make each other laugh. I adored her, and so part of my Bible study, and I remember I was paraphrasing. I was like, yeah, because you know Jesus said, you know, you trying to get the little speck out of your friend's eye or whatever, but you got this big old log in your eye. She started laughing. So I think of that often, because obviously it's still a lesson that still stands to this day. Like, yes, like how are you even able to see a speck in somebody else's eye with a big old tree in your in your eye? Like, come on now. So I like to do that. I don't not just like to, I just do. I just do it. So yeah, Jesus said like you gonna do greater works than me. You're going to. So get up off your knees and get to work. Like, for real. And he would even say, if you gonna pray, go and pray in silence. Or not silence, I'm sorry. In the privacy of your closet. What does that basically mean? Go within. Go within. Not everybody got a closet. He know that. Go within. That is where you're going to find the divine within you. And it only makes sense, y'all, because listen, we physically represent the divine and the spiritual world. So when you have kids, your kids got your identity, your kids got your genes, your blood, your DNA. What does that mean? In a spiritual sense, it's the God in me. Mary. Okay. Listen. Why not? Why would that not be? People be like, we're going to pray to Jesus and Jesus going to be our savior. And Jesus like, hey bro, hey sis. No, I'm just going to need you to step up to your plate. I stepped up to mine. I showed you the way, and guess what? I wasn't the first, and I ain't gonna be the last. Why? Because y'all gonna do what y'all supposed to do. That's what he said. He said it just like that. He said, y'all gonna do what y'all supposed to do. Y'all gonna be called, you gonna answer the call, and you gonna go ahead, take your journey, and you gonna do the healing work on yourself for your people. You're going to restore love to this world. You're going to resurrect life for real. Like, come on. And you don't ever have to see somebody be raised from the dead in order to have life resurrected. Do you know what I'm talking about? Life is birthed out of love, right? So then what does that mean? Ooh, let me channel spirit. Ooh, let me channel. Life is birthed out of love. Life is symbolized by a child, a son. Unto us a son is born, a son, a daughter, a child. That is the ultimate, the most beautiful symbol of life is birth, giving birth, watching birth, something being born. Yes. So when we're talking about spirit and God and resurrection of this of spiritual righteousness, we are talking about love giving birth to life. Okay? Not fear. Not fear giving birth. Love giving birth. But even fear is just a mutation of out of love. So you know how some things are born, right? And I'm gonna use a non-human example because I respect humans, right? So a non-human example, like a piece of fruit, right? You can have a tree be born out of the earth, yes, and you can have let's see, like some of the, maybe, oh, an apple tree, and maybe some of the apples don't really come through the way they're supposed to come through, or maybe you got some other types of fruits or produce that is born or yielded, and they're basically like mutants, you know, they're not, you know, what was basically in mind when you know creation was at work. uh you know, so I mean, you know, sometimes those things get thrown to the side, whatever. That's why I said, you know, use a non-human example, because, and non-animal. You know, basically, yeah. But I mean, it happens with those of us. Shit, let me use myself for example. I know that, listen, this might sound kind of sad, but look, I have healed a lot. I know that when I was born, I was not, quote unquote, perfect, though I was perfect, right? Because I was exactly the way I was supposed to be. But when I say I wasn't perfect, when I say it, what I mean is there was defects. There were defects. Okay. So first of all, I was born from a mother who was addicted to drugs, you know, had a hard life, still kind of has a hard life, to be honest with you. Was young, a young mother. Um, so drugs, alcohol, all that stuff, you know, living a very hard life in the streets. Um, I know that I learned that I was born with a speech impediment. Come through Moses Moses of the Bible, speech impediment. I know that I was born with a speech impediment, so that I could not um, apparently speak. What I was told was I couldn't speak for the first 3 years of my life. So I had to have a speech therapist. Sometimes it's just funny to me because I'll be like, now you get me talking, you can't shut me up. But if you know better, I think a speech therapist, if they were to listen to me talk, they could probably tell that I had speech therapy. Because sometimes I'll be like, that's why I had speech therapy. Because I like say stuff certain ways. But anyway, so, you know, defect, right? Um, so, you know, some people born without all their toes, without, you know, all the parts that were a part of the original blueprint. Fear is one of those things, born out of love, but missing something. And fear is missing a great deal of that original blueprint. So, so love is the ultimate beginning, the ultimate source, the ultimate start, the ultimate first, the ace. That was for me, y'all. The ace. Love is the ace for real. Okay. So, I think my own little story just took me off track a little bit. Going back to Chosen's. Yes, we're just gonna do that. Going back to Chosen's. Um, Chosen's. Hey, Chosen's. Hey, you children of Source, of love, of Mother God, Goddess, of the Creator, sent here to walk paths similar to that of Jesus, to that of Buddha, to that of Rumi, to that of Oris. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know a whole lot about Oris after the whole, just the story of, you know, how he, like his relationship to Isis, you know. But I'm not completely aware of like his ministry, if there was one. So maybe I'll be able to learn more about that. But Jesus, that's where I was. Jesus was the symbol for us in our lifetime, right? For the most part, or has been. Again, not to be worshipped, but to be learned from, right? To hand down to us, to pass us the what's the thing when you race and then you hand it off to your person. You know, the relay race. I used to run. What is it called? Dang, the baton. Well, there is the baton, but I don't think that one's called the baton for the relay racing anyway. But yeah, to pass us the baton. The torch. What else? Yeah, to be like, your turn. It's your turn. It's your time. Look at the cold coming out. It's cold in here. I told y'all. It's your time. Is that gonna get me copyrighted or something? This ain't monetized. So, listen. That's what he came for, okay? To let you know, like, spiritually, we the same. I want y'all to get this so bad. I know there's many out there who do understand, but I'm talking to those who don't. Those who don't, and you're called and you're chosen. I want this for you because we need it. Our world needs it. Our people need it. What we don't need is for us to be waiting for Jesus to come down out of the sky and save you from yourself. What is he saving you from? Right? I'm channeling. He ain't looking for you to be saved by him. He's looking for you to join him. Join him on the journey, and then, yeah, in that place in the kingdom, on your throne. Rule alongside him with your spiritual gifts. He had his spiritual gifts. You got spiritual gifts that Jesus didn't even have. How about that? What? When you start discovering spiritual gifts that you got that Jesus didn't even have, I hope then y'all be able to then see, oh shit. And guess what? He ain't hated. I couldn't do that. How can he do that? I could. No, he gonna be so happy for you. Yeah, bro. You get him, bro. You climb up there. You climb that skyscraper, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, Jesus didn't climb those skyscrapers. What if you end up climbing skyscrapers and then you end up having that gift activated because then you finally realize who you are. You got up off your knees, and you went ahead and started walking and taking your journey, listening to spirit for yourself, and communicating directly with spirit on your own. And then before you know it, you realize, yeah, you scaling skyscrapers because shit, people being put up there to die or something, and you go to save them. I don't know. Like, do you know what I mean though? Like, this is real, y'all. I mean, I'm joking a little bit because I'm a little goofy and I'm on 10, probably on 20, and that's what happens when my energy is high. Either I'm super passionate, angry, or I'm super happy and goofy. So today I'm happy and goofy. That's what it is. So when I was talking to spirit while getting ready, after I finished eating and finally realized why my phone was messing up and stuff, and why I was so hungry, because I had a message that was about to come through and I needed to get on to do it. The thing that we was talking about, because me and Divine, we communicate one-on-one. The thing that we was communicating about was You know that song Chosen? What's his name? Dang it. I'm sorry, but it's one of my favorite songs. Spirit says one of her favorites too. Y'all laugh at me if you want to. You better just choose to laugh with me before you get some good bad karma coming your way, because I ain't lying. That's what she said. So, Chosen, right? I'm so sorry I don't remember who sings. I mean, I don't know the name, but sure if I saw it on my YouTube music, oh yeah, him. I know it's a guy. He's kind of handsome too. But I'm sorry, he is handsome. He kind of handsome too. Anyway, the song is so dope, right? Girl, you're chosen. Dun, 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 when you, yeah. So listen, and if you think the spirit don't be listening to that type of music, you need to watch the Shack. Okay, they was telling us, yeah, they get down too. Why you think we get down so good? Hello, soul train. Remember? Okay, listen. What she was saying was, it ain't just about being chosen. No. No. And look, this is helping me too. It ain't just about being chosen for what? What were you chosen for? What were you chosen to do? Oh, you think you're just supposed to be chosen just to be special? Just to be shining, be glowing? I just got to download. Okay, just to be glowing, just to be shining, just to be pretty, just to be attractive? No. You got a job. You was chosen for a job. I just remembered that lady, you about to lose your job. I can't. Listen, that's why I can't have no church. Oh, comedy show. No, listen. Get on your job, bro, sis. Get on your job. Get on your job, baby. Baby, get on your job. That's why you was chosen. You wasn't chosen just to be protected. You were chosen to do something, to do work. Get to work. This is even me speaking to myself, my older self now. Well, younger self, but I meant like my past self now. Not to just be protected. What you protected for? What you got that's special? You got something that's special that needs to be protected, yes. But what is it? What is it and what's the purpose? And I can tell you, it got something to do with love. It got something to do with spreading love, growing love, love. The Bible will tell you even God is spirit is love. That my favorite scriptures growing up included, okay, the one that I remember the actual numbers, because I was always real bad to remember the numbers. Jeremiah 11 verse 13 or Jeremiah 13 verse 11. When it was like something about crap. I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you a hope in the future and all that stuff, right? So that was one. But then there was two others that I had put together like a math equation because I'm a nerd. And so for real. So there was one that says, and I could hear somebody saying, why don't she just get the Bible out? Because I don't need it. It lives in me, okay? It says brand the word onto your heart, have it on your heart, because what happens if they burn all the Bibles? What you gonna do? You're gonna be going back to reference and cite. You can't do it if all the Bibles is gone. I'm just saying, we've been warned, okay? So have it in here. Whatever it is you need for your daily living, have it inside of you. Just like blood, just like water. You want to carry it inside of you so it lives in me in its own special paraphrased way, okay? So there was one scripture that says, oh, God is love. Yes, God is love. And then there's another one that says God is spirit. So then what I did was I put the two together. And like math, I used the skills that they teach in what's that math class? Start with a P. I know it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Dang, I can't get it. But it's the one where basically you gotta change the words into numbers. Ooh, it's like the most popular form of math that's used. For real. Like, dang, it's not trigonometry. It starts with a P. If you know, you know. Basically it teaches you, like, you got to read the paragraphs. It's not paragraph, it's not the P word. It's also not PEMDAS. It's a whole form of math, like algebra and trigonometry, and I can't get it, but it's on the tip of my tongue. It's the one where you got to read the paragraphs, and then you basically have to write out the equations that the paragraph is describing, in order to solve the problem. So it'll teach you that the equal sign, or anytime you will read the word is, you want to think equal sign. Anytime you read the word of, you want to think multiplication symbol times the multiplication symbol. And of course add and take away and all that stuff. So my nerdy self, right? I was a nerd on Sundays too at church, and Wednesdays a Bible study. So the way I would do that is, so then what I did with those verses is, because I was so gung-ho about learning what love is and who God is, I was serious, because to me it was like, these ain't easy things to figure out for real. So and then I'm like just so analytical. So I put God is love. So I said, okay, God equals love. Boom. Then the other scripture said God is spirit. So I said God equals spirit. Boom. So then I said, so God equal love equals spirit. God is love is spirit. God, love, and spirit is the same thing. Boom, boom, boom. So, I did that. And so, all the same. All the same. So let me tell you something, you hypocritical religious people out there. Wherever you holding back love, you giving false versions of love, you trying to ruin taint love for real. I don't know whose side you on, but it ain't the Lord's side, right? They say who's on the Lord's side? Where do you stand? Yeah, you an enemy. But look, that's me. I don't even really use the word Lord for real, because somewhere along the lines I was like, Lord. So Lord, it's just so male, it's like, you can't exclude women, okay? Like, moving forward, you're just not gonna get away with it. But Lord it's so male. I mean, even God is, right? Like, in terms of the way it's been taught. Cause it would be Lord and it'd be lady. So I'm like, so in terms of a spiritual overseer, it's just straight male. That just never sat well with my womb and spirit, for real. So I already use that. And then I started to come across information that was like Lord and law is the same. And then I'm like, okay, well, love. Love is the law, for real. So, the law, something like that. I don't know them words. That's all I know is the law. Okay, listen. So, yeah, if it ain't about love, ouch. No. Look, the battle is not mine. It's the Lord's. Listen. No, for real. There are real agents out here that are anti-love. Okay. So, you chosens, you gotta get on your duty. On duty. Not like Day and talking about not on duty. No, you are on duty. As of 2023, you are on duty. And guess what? Oh, guess what? As of March 2023. Yeah. That had just came to me. Oh, that had just came to me. Okay. That had just came to me, y'all. Another reason why this year in particular is so special. Okay, this had just come to me before I got on video, and I wrote it down as I was finishing my food. March. Okay, March is a very special month already because it is it is the month of springtime. It's the month when the new astrological, I said that. See, speech therapists, they would have called me. They would have caught me out there. Totally switched up those words. They would have called me out or, caught it like, oh, yeah, she has speech therapy. March is the first month of our new astrological year. Astrological year. So because that's where Aries starts, and Aries is the first constellation of the astrological year. Yeah. So what had come to me before I got on the video, March 2023. Okay, so the number for March is 3. And if you're messing with numerology, you will get 3, and then you'll get 7 for the 2023, right? 2 plus 2 plus 3, 7. So then you put the 3 and the 7 together. Don't think about no dates, just the month and the year. The month and the year, add it all together. What do you get? You get 1. You get a new start. You get 1. You get the number that's equal to the first letter of the alphabet, A, which also stands for beginning, Genesis, source, new beginnings, y'all. New beginnings. So, as of not just this year, but most definitely as of March 2023, you have been called to duty. Hello, Call of Duty. You have been called. One day we're gonna talk about video games too. Yeah. You've been called. And I'm gonna tell you one thing, I don't really care how old you are. Nope, you can be 7 years old. I don't care. If you are feeling at all pulled towards a spiritual path of work, service, duty, purpose, healing, effect, change making, it's on you, boo-boo. It's on you. The ball is in your court. Yes. Now, you may not be in the year of crowning, but maybe you're in the year of calling. Maybe you're being initiated. And then another 7 years down the line, or 14, 21, something tells me to look at the cycles of 7. Maybe you'll be crowned. It's levels to this. It's levels. But listen, March 2023 is not a game. There's nothing to play with. We are not just entering Aries, but we are starting at the number 1. And because that's not every year. Okay, last year, March 2022 would have been 9. Yes. Yeah, 9. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9. So something ending. So listen, this year is special. This year is special, y'all. And so for those of you, I would say then around maybe my age, even though I really, again, want to say, don't be looking at age as like a definer. Like, oh, well, if I'm not 33 this year, then da 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 da. I don't know. I'm not convinced of that yet, because children, when you really pay attention to children, what children can really do for real. Again, I'm just hearing somebody who was 7 years old this year will be, and has been very special in the movement of spiritual resurrection of love Love resurrection. Shout out to Beyonce for the resurrection theme and term and concept, okay? And also, I guess you can say Easter and all that, whatever. So, ooh, new, new. So much new. Um, new. I'm just thinking new moon, the upcoming new moon, y'all. So we had a new moon in March. It's already gone. New moon in Pisces, right? But we have to have one in Aries. And from what the information I gathered, that'll be next month. Okay. So I'm just saying, ooh, that might be a big one right there. For real, for real. Get in position. That's what I'm gonna say. Not get to where I'm gonna say get in position, right? Because okay, for those of you who are being crowned this year, spiritually crowned. And what does that mean? Spiritually crowned, right? You're being positioned. You're being not just adorned. Okay? This is not about decoration. This is not about sitting back looking pretty for the Instagram. I know I sound old when I said that. It ain't about that, my loves. It ain't about that. This is about duty. Ooh. It's about duty. It's about work. It's about service. It's about salvation. Right? But how? Salvation how? Okay? God, Goddess, the creator uses people. Animals too. It uses anything. Yeah, give me anything. The rocks will cry out. Okay? So, but people, 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 children of source, children of, I hear somebody say, children of the Most High. Okay? Those of you being crowned this year, new moon in Aries next month, real important. I wasn't even thinking about that for real, in a deep way until just now. So I'm channeling, okay? Duty calls. There is work to be done. Now that did come to me before I put the video on. There is work to be done. For real. And let's see. Yeah. I'm getting concepts of the Holy Trinity or even just Trinity. I had so many downloads come yesterday. I'm kind of feeling like right now, today is not the time to really go into depth about all that. I'm already hitting past an hour and I do have to sleep, and I am starting to feel a little waning coming on. So I go off of my energy. But yes, duty calls. Duty calls. My chosens, the chosens of Mother Goddess. And I think that's going to be one way you for sure do know. If that speaks to you and that resonates with your spirit for real, and it's not something that you're instinctively fighting against. Like if you ain't got no problem with that, I need you to dig deeper. Right now, if you got a problem with that, I'm gonna just need you to chill. Just chill, right? Just chill. Maybe you got a little bit more time to go. It's fine. It's okay. But just don't be trying to be in the way, because she gonna handle you. She'll handle you. Okay, I just want y'all to know, when you're witnessing or talking about natural disasters, that's mother energy. That is female energy. That is okay. That's mama. That's big mama. Okay, all of that is mama energy. Okay, so don't play. She'll handle you. Okay, so and you are her child. So you may just want to chill out, and also humble yourself if you ain't feeling that, right? If you ain't feeling that yet, it's okay, because many of us have been deceived. I don't know I'm tempted to say I don't know what it is, but something told me don't say that. Don't say you don't know. You know because I'm speaking through you. Cool. We have been deceived by a corrupted son of the divine. Period, plain blank. Many out there know what I'm talking about. Ooh, I'm feeling something strong. Many out there know what I'm talking about. Okay, again, Gnostic scriptures, but there are more that even talks about who this being is. When we talk about why narcissism is so big, I need you to also then look at your scriptures, read your scriptures, and you'll get a sense of why that is. When you are beginning to really awaken within, there are things in the Old Testament that won't sit right with you, especially if you've come from the New Testament, if you've come as a lover of the New Testament, if you come as somebody actually loving the story and ministry of Jesus and the heart of Jesus for real, and then you maybe go back again to start over learning your scriptures again, because again, there are levels to this. There are levels, several levels to these stories and these parables and these allegories and metaphors. And you go back to the Old Testament of the canonical Bible, I think that's how you say it. The 66 books, even though there are more, there's a reason why those 66 are in there, right? So you go back to the Old Testament of that Bible and you start, if you're really feeling from your heart for real, you like, hold up, what God is this? Is this the same God I've been? And if you real with yourself, you will note something ain't right. And if you've had a journey with narcissists and narcissism, and you've been a survivor of narcissistic abuse, that shit'll hit home. It'll start to hit home. I speak as one of those people raised by narcissism, amongst narcissism, by a narcissist, fell in love, still coming, trying to get out of love with this narcissist, and meeting narcissist after narcissist. Listen, I'm not going to express too much distaste because, again, children of the mother, children of our great mother, right? Just ain't one of my, that's, that's something my own life has taught me. Like, I ain't friends with all my siblings, for real. Like, I've been raised separately from all my biological siblings, and then getting to know them as an adult. Yeah, I was like two of them, I'm like, well, really all of them, I wouldn't have been friends with them. But one of them, my brother, like, of course, fell in love with my brother. I'm like, that's my baby brother. And then tried to also connect with my sisters in that way. And I'm like, ooh, it's different. And now I'm learning why there's a difference between like boys and girls. And so brothers and sisters, daughters and sons. So much more to come, y'all. Mama Lotus in full effect for real. I ain't playing. Me and Spirit ain't playing. She ain't playing. So I'm not playing because I'm on her side. I know where I am. I know where I stand. Do you? Right? Yeah, like narcissists. So if you have had that journey, you've had abuse by them that you've healed from or that you're healing from, and then you're looking into the media and so much about narcissism. Yes, look, I don't play. I've been through this shit. Ross Rosenberg, check him out. I got a book that I have read by him. I own it. I bought it for friends, multiple friends. The Human Magnet Syndrome. Okay, and so going through my healing process and learning self-love and learning that I have been more so deprived of self-love growing up, and basically like needing to really focus on how to love myself for real, like intentionally, because it just wasn't coming naturally for me. So what? Yeah, and then going back to the Bible, always being drawn back to the Bible, and then going through the Old Testament, I'm like, God, Father, the same Father of Jesus? I don't think so. Something ain't right. Something just ain't right. Joe, look, something just ain't right. Look, something ain't right. I have been through it, y'all. I have I have ripped up Bibles. I might have look, I ain't gonna say too much, y'all might get scared, but look, I still own at least one Bible. But I've been when you are going through this journey for real, you're gonna go through some shit, okay? Especially if you spiritual for real and you take this real seriously. Man. I'm like, God, who? This is not I am not relating to this at all, right? So I'm just saying, you go to the Gnostic scriptures because now you confused. You're like, what is this? What is going on? I'm not feeling this. Like, So then you start exploring more, which is totally fine. In fact, it's encouraged. Don't be locking yourself off in a box like Christianity will tell you to do. Okay. Oh no, you can't go that way. You can't go to that church. You can't read that book. I've been told it all. You can't read that book. Oh, you can't go visit family on this weekend. Yeah. You can't date that person. You can't say that word. You can't listen to that music. Like, freedom. Okay. This is not about imprisonment. This is about freedom. Okay. Mother Goddess says freedom. Ain't no and unity, not division. Freedom, not imprisonment. Unity, not division. And what does Christianity give us? What does most of religion give us? Imprisonment and division. Hello. Drop the mic. It's over. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not done. But no, for real. Like, for real, y'all. Like, I've gone through it because my spiritual setup is real. It's potent. It always has been. I haven't been able to deny it, even if I wanted to, when I wanted to. Okay. So then you go read other scriptures and you start learning about some other perspectives, and you like, hold up, they wasn't teaching us this in church. There's a lot they wasn't teaching us in church. That was even still right there in the same Bible, right? But then you go looking at other scriptures, other things that's older than our Bible, right? And you look at other ascended masters too that are basically same as Jesus, just in different other areas of the world, maybe, or different time periods, right? Makes sense. I'm like, okay, so who is this being now again? Let's go. I'm all intrigued. I'm like, okay, now who is this? Oh, what is this? Who is this? Listen. And then narcissism and how it has pretty much ruled the world starts to make sense. Narcissism gave birth to racism. Narcissism gave birth to what is it? Oppression of women, child abuse, domestic violence. Narcissism gave birth to all that shit. So what is going on? There's a defect. Somebody was born without all their parts and took over in the spiritual world. And we have seen that materialize in our physical 3D world. We have, and you know it. You know we have. So, and you've experienced it. Many of you firsthand. Me, I too have. Okay, so listen. No more. Mother Goddess is like coming through. Thank you, but your services are no longer needed. She's coming through with her scepter. Okay? Her scepter. Getting shit in order. Because she encompasses it all. All of it. And guess what? She loves us. She loves you. She loves me. This I know. Even though the Bible don't tell me. Because it definitely only talk about some heat. He this, he that, he. Listen. He comes out of she. Don't forget the S. Okay? Moving forward, don't forget the S. Yeah, the S on the chest. That's been on my mind too. S on my chest. I'm ready to save him. There's another one. Lil Mo. How it go? Shoot, I forgot. Wish I know what I'm talking about. Her song Superwoman. There's something to those messages, y'all, and I'm getting it. I am getting it all, and happy to do so. And so great. I'm so happy to be here. I am to be here in this space, in this mindset. I'm happy because I'm a server for real, y'all. I love to serve. I love to teach and share what I know. I do. I love to share the intellectual, spiritual wealth for real, and it's wealth, y'all. I'm wealthy. I'm wealthy. My bank account probably won't agree, but you look, what bank account? Oh, my financial physical bank account, but my other bank accounts abundant, and that one shall be soon too. Cause as above, so below, as within, so without, loves, and I ain't never felt this wealthy. I'm wealthy. I'm wealthy. So listen, chosens, it ain't just about you being wealthy and prospering. You're gonna change the world. That New Jerusalem talk. Yeah, love. Love. Yeah. I'm loving it. Y'all, it's duty. There's work to be done. There's work to be done. And it's being done. It's being done. That's why I'm not like, get to work. It's I know. We out here doing it. I know we is. Listen, I was pulled across the country for this. I was pulled across. That's why my car didn't break down or nothing, because Mother Goddess said, oh yeah, no, it's her job. This ain't no mistake. Car didn't break down or nothing. I came, visited, got my job secured, went back, came back. No car issues. Haven't got my car maintenance since. But it's still going. It's still going. But look, I'm wealthy, right? I'm internally wealthy. So I'm just imagining all that should be changing soon. I'm expecting all that to be changing. Cause y'all listen, it can be hard. So I ain't gonna say hard. It could be interesting sometimes. I sure be driving like, you okay, CC? That's what I call my car. CC, Civic Coupe, CC. So yeah, she be rocking with me still, but she letting me know, girl, you better hurry up and materialize that wealth so we can get this situated. But listen, Mother Goddess, one thing she is about is protection. That's another thing I've been learning. Protection. We are protected, and those of us who really represent Mother Goddess for real, in terms of, I'm gonna just say, in terms of being a woman, right? Because we are the ones who give birth to life in terms of humans, okay? So that means something for real. We are the protectors. We are. And I just had to say just that little piece. I ain't gonna say too much, but I've been just realizing like my place in multiple people's lives around me, like, and what I can do for them for real. Letting ego get out of the way, and immaturity, and healing wounds, so that I can really see my true purpose of why I've met certain people, and putting that with who I am, and then putting that with what I'm purposed to be doing and what I'm able to do, and then realize, oh shit, all this time I've been like, I want a man. Never usually like saying for protection, but I'm like, it'd be nice, but usually I feel protected for real anyway. Like, that's how I moved across the country, not knowing nobody. Like, people be like, oh, that was bold. I'm like, but I'm good though. Like, I never doubted that. I'm good. And so now just realizing who that's been for real, it's it's a female nature. It's mother. And here I am, the physical image of her. And I've always been a protector type of friend, sibling, daughter. And so it's funny because I just had to let one of my new friends know, hey girl, like you want to be, I gotta let you know like the type of friend that I am. Because there's stuff that be coming up and I be feeling the fire. And I be having to calm myself down. And I be like, this ain't gonna work. And I'm like, I can't be friends with her. I'm gonna hurt somebody. Not her, but like she got kids. And I'm like, falling in love with the kids and her. And I'm like, girl, listen, you gotta know who I am for real. Like I'm usually, peace, love, da, da, da. But listen, like I told y'all, natural disasters are the energy, the emotion, the chaos in pure form. That's yin. That's female. That's look. I'm staying away from the yin yang talk because I got something else to come for y'all with that when it comes to that. But listen, revelations, yes. But when it comes to natural disasters, right? That's mama. That's big mama. That's Gigi. I met a lady named Gigi when I moved out here. That's funny. That's Gigi for real. So when we talk protection, oh yeah, we're talking her. We're talking a her, a she. So that's why I be telling my friends, I'm like, I don't have any children of my own. And I feel like this is one way that the earth has preserved itself and remained here and in existence, because if I have children of my own, I am at risk of burning the earth down over mine. No lie. Not a lie. Not a lie told. Matter of fact, I be thinking I should get my tubes tied if I care about humanity for real. And Mother Earth, which I do. I probably should get the tubes tied because, listen, let me give birth to one. And let that one come home one day with some info for me. I scare myself. I do. I told my friend, I said, I'm crazy for real. So, I gotta let you know what kind of friend I am for real, because I'm falling in love with you and your kids. And I be seeing stuff. You be telling me stuff. And if we all go out again like a little family, people can be in trouble. Baby girl is 18, gorgeous, beautiful, and you know what that means in terms of what she's attracting, I'll be on go. I literally called my friend to breakfast, like, can we meet? Because she's like, wait, this gonna be our little family ritual going out on Sunday, and I'm like, let me let them know before, because they might change their mind. They might be like, no, mama, we can't hang out with her no more. You can't be friends with her no more. Or she might be like, okay, girl, I can't have you around my kids no more. I'm like, okay. I mean, but you too. Let me find out. That's just me. Oh, it's always been me. Ask my ex-friend, my ex-best friend, Summer King. Literally fighting her bullies. Such about school and stuff, right? And like really about my academics, but soon as I would hear something about something being done this summer, all that shit would switch off. Good kid who? Teacher's pet who? Who messed with my best friend? And not even just, because she my best friend. It wasn't even that. It was the fact that I knew she couldn't hurt you. She couldn't. She was so small and so sensitive And I mean, she might get on your nerves, she might annoy you, but she couldn't hurt you to the point to where hurting her was ever justified. In my eyes, it wasn't. And I mean, the switch that would occur. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. I gave this girl a black eye one time. Boys, several boys, I remember trying to get at me because I was coming at them over her. Guys, like boys. I remember Esteban, hey Esteban, if for however some way you come across this video. And I remember one time he was like, let me at her. They was holding him back. I was not a little girl. Look, me and Summer was opposite. Summer was little. I was not. Summer was, she'd cry on the dime. I did not. Not at least. Not in the situations that she was put in. I'd cry over other things. But anyway, I'm just saying, that's always been inside of me. And I used to think like, oh, maybe it's because I was like secretly angry. Which, yeah, could have been that too. Because I was going through a lot at home. But now I know even more. Because it don't go away. All I've done is had less intense friendships. All I've done is run away. I should find her. Now that I know. I disconnected myself from a lot of people. Hey y'all, if you're one of them, look, I've been on a journey. Okay, I have been on a journey. So she, yeah, we're not friends currently, but I think about her often. I really do. Hey, Sophie, if you see this video, anyways, so, I was gonna say, yeah, that's always been inside of me. That protective. So I was letting my friend know, like, I get scared because you talking about, oh, chick was outside and we didn't know till later because the son told us later that these grown men was talking to her and her friend, grown men like our age. Granted, she's no longer a minor, but and so I had to talk to her like, listen, I need you to know what's inside of me. What I carry for real. I'm on like an Eddie Venom situation. I had to tell her like, girl, because listen, I was already thinking the next time we go up in that spot, I might need to stand up on a chair or the bar and do a PSA. Like, hello, hey y'all, attention before we move forward with our festivities. These here, off limits. Period. I told her I was already imagining that. Still want to hang out? I understand if you don't. I understand. Look, I have disconnected myself from people who get me riled up like that. But you know what? Unfortunately, they just keep coming. I keep meeting them. I keep meeting people who get that energy going. And I know now why. Because I'm a vessel for Mother God. And that is who she is. She don't play about her children. Okay? And so, how I said, the earth may just be in trouble if I have my own. A part of me goes, no, internet, you good because you connected with the divine. And so the divine would know, your kids would be good. Ain't nobody touching your kids, right? Because you special. Okay? So they special. Right? So, and divine knows you just like her. So she know they'd be good. You wouldn't have nothing to worry about. And the other part of me still is like, time to go start some shooting practice. Okay, listen, y'all. I'm just about done here. I just want to share the 2 cards. It's like about to be 1:30. Pretty good time to wrap this up. One of my cards that came out, animal messages, orangutan, and I'm sorry, in my goofy mode and mood, I'm just thinking about Kevin Hart. Orangutan, really? Look, y'all seen that? Ooh, I'm about to watch that. Okay, It's working to live joyously, not living to work. Okay. So, ooh. So just the fact that that's out with the other card that says dance and celebration, mind you, check it out. That's a black woman, period. Okay. Um, but just the fact that those both are out got me feeling like chosens. Okay, if you were being crowned, if you're a crown chosen this year, you being crowned this year, like everybody can't be crowned in the same year. Look, because we got to keep this going, okay? So if everybody get crowned the same year, like they're gonna take everybody out at the same time. Y'all know what just happened a couple years ago. Okay, listen. We gotta divide and conquer. But no, like this lets me know like there's some for real celebrations coming up, okay? And not just celebrations, but some purposeful working. So one of the things that's been coming to me is Antoinette or Mama Lotus. You need to maybe just prepare yourself in case you're gonna be led away from the workforce in order to focus on this work full time. Cause when I tell you I got ideas for days, ooh, I ain't lying. So but yeah, it's duty calls. Duty calls. That's all. And listen, like I said, it's a beautiful thing. It's not it's not it's not what you call it, like get to work, like slave master shit. This is beautiful work, working to live joyously, not living to work. So what's our work for? What's our purpose for? Okay, what's our purpose? What's our work for? Purpose is to again bring love down to us, to earth. The love that Mama God, Creator Goddess Amma has up there where we come from, bringing that down here for all of us. Okay, preparing the way, New Jerusalem type, you know. But so for those, so basically, it's happening, loves. It's happening. Okay, so it's a celebration, and the song that I had made, I'm gonna have to, go ahead, get to the studio, record that song. Today is the day celebration. I got the win. Or what is it? I got the gold. I got the win and the gold I'm taking. Listen, I'm not giving my lyrics away. I wrote them. So listen. But it's a celebration. It's time to celebrate. Celebrate. That done. I think I messed that up too. It's okay. I need sleep. All right, y'all. What else was I gonna possibly mention? Something just says look out for Kendrick Lamar. Okay, I know he had this video that came out. People wasn't liking it because they was calling it blasphemy. But listen, like I said, Jesus said, "Be like me, but better." So, yeah, I'm not really tearing away at that. But the name Kendrick had came to me recently. The name Lamar has been coming. It's a whole different story. And then I put the two together and I said, damn it, that's Kendrick Lamar. Mind you, Kendrick Lamar is from my like stomping grounds, home wise. Like I wasn't born in Compton, but I was raised primarily in Compton. I was born in Inglewood. Kendrick Lamar is from Compton. So something saying look out for Kendrick Lamar. Something's coming. Before I wrote that down, I wrote ministry, resurrection, revelation, knowing, healing. That's what it's all about, y'all. It's healing. It's healing. This is not about egoic, celebrity type worship. No, this is about healing. This is about love. This is about revelation of truth and the lies so that we can spread the truth. Okay. And yes, just rebirth, hello, rebirth, yes. So duty calls, I guess that might be what I name this video. And yeah, thank y'all for listening. I'll come back to that another time because yep, it's about time to shut this down. Okay. So I hope y'all enjoyed, and I am so excited to come back. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow, but who knows? I got work. I might be tired. Might not be on for another few days. Several. We'll see. We shall see. But at the end of the day, duty calls and chosens, please, please, please. It ain't just about getting your crown to sport it. Because if you ain't fulfilling responsibilities that come with the crown, ooh, that crown gonna come on down, all right? That crown will tumble down, okay? Because it's not about decor. Just not about decor. It's not about looking good. The whole Sunday's best big mama hat, that whole little thing that used to take place up in church, fashion show, Life Jennings called it out. That is not what it's about. If you don't get your crown, with the crown comes responsibilities. Okay? There's responsibilities with the crown. It ain't about just sporting it. It ain't about being served. You're serving. I'm going to just leave it there. Thank y'all for listening and watching and visiting. And I hope y'all come back. And Mama Lotus out.